Hello, I'm Tom Selby, AJ Bell's Senior Analyst, and I'm here to talk to you about Lloyds Banking Group and the government's change in tack with regard to the sale of its final 9% stake in the high street lender. Back in 2015, as part of the Conservative Party manifesto, former Chancellor of the Exchequer George Osborne declared he wanted to involve retail investors in the final disposal of the government's remaining holding in Lloyds in the manner of the big 1980s privatisations, complete with discount prices and incentives for holding on to the shares. That's all gone, I'm afraid. Mr Osborne's replacement, Philip Hammond, remains keen to sell the remaining shares held by UK Financial Investments, but is going to offer them to institutional investors only. US investment bank Morgan Stanley has been appointed to sell the shares in a number of chunks, possibly by the end of the year. Mr Hammond has blamed market volatility for the decision to press ahead with a sale, but without retail investor involvement. At first sight, this might seem a bit odd, given the FTSE 100 is trading at around the 7,000 level and bearing down on a new all-time high. But from another perspective, it does sort of make sense. Lloyd's shares are lower now than they were back in February, and sentiment towards the bank sector worldwide remains pretty downbeat. In addition, banking stock indices in the UK, Europe and USA have rallied a little over the summer, but renewed concerns, as yet unproven, over the financial strength of European giants Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse and a misconduct scandal involving America's Wells Fargo are casting a bit of a cloud. Analysts also remain concerned about the impact of negative or record low interest rates on banks' profitability. All of this will be particularly relevant to those of you who registered your initial interest in the share sale with AJ Bell. You may still end up with some more Lloyds shares in your company pension fund if you have one, but the only way you can buy some directly is to do so in the open market via your own SIPP, ISA or dealing account. Whether you feel the bank is appropriate for your portfolio is something only you can decide, and you will need to do your research before you decide whether Lloyds fits with your own personal investment strategy, time horizon, target returns and appetite for risk.